Welcome in XP11 again, and this beauty out here is the PMDG DC6. Officially not supported for XP11 yet, but of course I had to try whether it worked or not. Was planning on buying this add-on for a long time. Decided to give it to myself for Christmas. I think Santa was early this year, so well, just couldn't wait, bought it already. Installed it in XP10, had some excellent frame rates in there, so decided to try whether it works in XP11 as well. And well, first impression is at least the outside model is working correctly, and it already has that fantastic XP11 reflections on the fuselage. It is almost like PMDG already knew what was coming in XP11 and well, they already built some reflective surfaces in, because it looks amazing. We'll do a very short flight today. We'll take off, make a short circuit and then land again. I'm in Lelystad again, just as in the previous video, which is the VFR over the Netherlands flight. If you haven't already seen that, please check it out. So I think we'll just have to go now. First, well, of course the animation of the instrument panel vibrating, that is working. It looks like the reflection on the gauges isn't correct yet in XP11. I think it ought to look like this, but at least the flight instruments, they are not overjoyed with that. But again, it is XP11 beta. It is officially an unsupported add-on. So anything that does work, well, that's basically a bonus. So let's check. The lights are already on. It does seem that the parking brake animation isn't working either. So let's see if the plane can actually taxi. It does, so that's nice. Oh, easy, easy, easy. It's an old baby. It's an old lady. So we gotta be careful with her. Nice and easy. This is basically way too wild for now. So out we go. I haven't read a single page of the manual yet. This is basically a first attempt. I did understand that it's flaps 20 for takeoff in a DC6, so let's set that. Easy around the corner. And then we take off runway 23, southwesterly direction. Make a couple of left turns, fly a short circuit, and then land there again. That will be the first impressions video for this beautiful plane. Let's switch on the landing lights, see if that works. Yep, it does. Let's see, the fuel boost pumps. I think it's quite a good idea to actually switch them on. It's on low now. I haven't got a clue whether that is correct or not, but well, gotta do something. Set the cowl flaps for takeoff, that's 3. That's alright now. Well, let's just line up with the runway and fly a short circuit and see how she behaves. Of course, it's an old lady, it's not a 737, so it's an R2 flyer, and especially to take your time. Do not expect 4,000 feet per minute climb rates with her. I think we're pretty well off if we get approximately 500 feet per minute. loaded at 50% of fuel, no cargo and no passengers, so it's basically a light plane for now. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's throttle up. Give some power to the engines before releasing the brakes, because we have well, quite a short runway here in Lelystad. See if we can get her to 150. That's alright. Brakes off. Airspeed active, 40 knots. And we'll rotate her at approximately 90 to 100 knots. V1, rotate. Gently easy on the stick, ease back on the stick. And we're climbing out, so gear up. And let's look from the outside how this one. Wow. I must say, kinda like what I'm seeing. Reflections look incredibly nice. I know there's some debate on the internet about the quality of this PMDG add-on. A lot of people think it isn't that good. As I said, I just bought it today. I haven't read a page of the manual. I must do a lot more research before I can comment on well, basically how good the add-on is. But there's one thing that I can say based on this, and that is that the outside model, the 3D modeling, it is absolutely sublime. It is jaw-droppingly nice. There are no words to describe this. It looks incredibly nice. So let's see from the inside again. Speed is now over 120, so let's retract the flaps to 15. 10. And let's retract the flaps. Flaps up. Gear up. Lights can remain on. And let's just look at from the outside. The clouds that you see are from SkyMax V3. I had SkyMax V3 in X-Plane 10. Decided to try whether it works in X-Plane 11 or not. As you can see, it does work somehow. I'm just not really happy about the impact on the frame rates. Of course, SkyMax V3 is also not officially supported on X-Plane 11. So let's ease back on the throttles. I think I would recommend everyone not to install SkyMax V3 in X-Plane 11, but wait for the SkyMax V4 to arrive. It's already in beta stage. Seen some screenshots and read some experiences of some beta testers on Facebook and internet forums. And it's worth the wait. Just wait till that comes out. PMDG DC6. Well, I think we can make a lot of very nice screenshots with this plane. She looks beautiful. I love the old airliners, especially World War II era airplanes, both airliners and fighters from that era, and bombers as well. So I might be biased, but well, you have to admit this looks shiny at least. So we're now heading for the town of Biddinghuizen, and then we'll make a left turn past Dronten down here, and then make another left turn for final and land again on runway 23. I don't know how real the flight model of this this add-on is. Of course, I've never flown a DC6 myself. I can say it does have kinda a heavy feel to it, so that's of course very. I can imagine that that's realistic. Of course, it's just cables to control surfaces, so it is heavy, and it's also a bit slow. I like that. So at least the feeling is good. I haven't got a clue about the aerodynamic behavior of the plane, whether that's correct or not. I can remember that I saw a YouTube video once of a guy who was well, he had a lot of feedback for PMDG about the flight model, about aerodynamic behavior. I haven't got a clue whether PMDG have fixed that in patches or not. But at least, well, like I said, from a 3D modeling perspective, I really like what I'm seeing. The way the reflections move over the fuselage of the airplane when you pan around it is, well, it's breathtaking. It's absolutely nice. Very beautiful. If this is the new standard in XP11, I'm booked already. Was booked already. Gently back on the throttles. Let's look from the inside. What is the speed? 130. We are below 1000 feet. That is quite low. Still have some way to go to the airport, so let's increase the throttles a bit. Give her some power. And that's the airport down there, so let's start making some turns for final and then landing again. Now the weather, I set manual. In real life, the real world weather out here today is, well, miserable to say the least. It's grey, drizzly rains, windy, cold. It's not very nice today here. So I decided, since this is the maiden flight of this add-on in my XP11 sim, she deserved something, well, a little better. And I must say, the reflections of the colors of the sky on the metal, it really looks great. I like it. I've got a feeling that my rudder is reversed. When I press the left pedal, I get... There's something wrong with the animation of the rudder, at least. If I press left pedal now, the rudder moves to the right, while the nose does move to the left, so... I think there still is some compatibility issues with this plane in XP11, but we'll see. At least she is flyable. So, flaps 10, there's the runway. Let's put in some trim because, boy, I've got to pull quite heavy on the yoke now. Flaps 15. Other way around. So. I think I'll try and land between approximately 90 knots, that's 90 knots. So gear down, flaps 20, Easy on the throttles again. There really is a nice delay between the control inputs and the actual behavior of the airplane, so that really gives you the feeling of flying a heavy airplane. I love it. So it's quite fun to fly this plane, say VFR mode. Okay, flaps 40. And descent. Full flaps. Flaps full, gear is down. Oh, slightly high now. So, close the throttles. Can correct that without gaining too much speed, because it's kind of headache to lose speed on this beautiful airplane. And still slightly high. Speed is still okay, and we're back on the glide pad, so raise the nose a bit, add some power. And there we go. Slightly high again. High, too high. So, here we are back at the runway. Cut the throttles and flare. And we're on the ground. Apply the brakes. And let's roll out to the next exits. So this is far enough. Well, let's just look how that looked from the outside. Here we are. Just look at the fuselage, the sunlight on the fuselage, the reflection. It is, well, it's been said before, it's amazing. It looks really nice. And this is actually the first add-on airplane that I saw in XP11 that already has the nice reflection on the fuselage. And there we are, nose down, nose gear touchdown, rollouts. Wow. That's it. Okay, well, there's still about 500 pages of manual to read for me, so I know what I have to do for the coming weeks. Short first impression, to summarize, it does fly, it looks great. It does look, however, that not everything is already working correct in XP11, but you can already buy it for XP10, and well, that is also looks amazing in XP10 as well. So I think that is it for today. Got the video here, so thank you for watching. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you and bye bye.